WJLA 24/7 News. On your side at 2 starts now.
Now, one of the biggest talking points for Americans this year was the state of the housing market. We have seen lots of movement because of inflation and the Fed's decision to raise interest rates several times throughout the year. Well, now we're looking ahead at what we can expect in the new year. And joining us right now to break down the future of the housing market is Corey Burr with Sotheby's International Realty. Corey, thank you for joining us.
Hello, Carl.
Oh, Corey, you've had a long history dealing with the real estate industry here in Washington metro area. Looking back at the last 12 months, how much has really changed here?
Well, it's a minor miracle that prices remained flat to slightly up in our region, given that the interest rates went so fast, so far in the last 18 months. And so we're really looking for a return to just a normal market with normal interest rates where buyers can buy in proper fashion and sellers can sell. There's no way that we're going to be able to recapture the craziness of the COVID era, but it's going to be much better than things were in 2023.
We'll take that. Now, we are heading into a new year. Do you think that we'll see a bounce back in the market next year, and what factors could play a role in that?
So really, we're facing a battle this year between current owners, and what's called the lock-in effect, and that is their motivation to trade in their sub 4% interest rate for a new house that they know they need to buy, but that has a higher interest rate. Rates have dropped from 8% to 6.5% in the last 6 weeks, which is amazing news, particularly going into the beginning of the spring market, which literally started the day after Christmas. And so that's going to mean that buyers are going to be out in full force looking for properties because it's much more affordable than just 6 weeks ago.
So that is a great trend, but on the other side, is there anything that could happen that could have a negative impact on the housing market's recovery next year?
Well, we're still dealing with a very low, historically low inventory level, and that's going to be troublesome until more sellers have the confidence that they can sell their property and go find another property, whether it's a larger property or a buy down, a smaller property. The other concerns that we're looking at is any kind of conflagration in the Middle East. We're praying for peace there. Obviously, we're praying for peace in Ukraine, and we're also hoping that there are no substantial surprises to the economy nationally. Going into the presidential election, it's going to be a very sort of politically crazy year, but hopefully the economy can stay strong, and that's going to have a bearing on buyers' confidence to buy properties.
Yes, there's plenty to watch out for in the new year. Finally, what advice do you have for someone who's hoping to buy a home in 2024?
The first step is they've got to touch base with a reputable lender, somebody with whom they can make full loan application so they can be looking at properties with essentially a loan commitment in hand that would be contingent solely on final underwriting and an appraisal of the property. This is the first and most important step, in addition to getting an experienced real estate agent on that buyer's side to get a successful purchase.
All right, great advice. Corey Burr with Sotheby's International Realty, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.